Hello and bienvenidos to season 3 of Life's Questions and Lessons. I'm your host, Charity Youngblood, and I am so excited that you are here with me today. This season, we're going deep to help you rediscover who you are. So let's get started with today's question. Why do you view your job title as your identity? Why do you view your job title as your identity? So last episode was, do you view your job title as your identity? And as I mentioned last episode, we're going to be building upon each episode to really give you a comprehensive understanding and kind of like a path to this rediscovery that is what this season is really about. So as I was thinking about this and kind of exploring this question for myself, I realized that initially back when, like I said, I think I was around 33, and I said, I don't want to be a 34-year-old assistant. I want to be someone important. I want to feel important. And I remember all of the ways that really defined my life and kind of defined my status and how much I, kind of how much weight I placed in my career. And I realized many moons later that the reason why I felt that way was not a belief of my own. It was a belief of society. And one of the reasons I really started this podcast was to really help you think for yourself. A lot of adulthood is unlearning and really questioning the beliefs that you've been brought up to believe, to say, wait a second, is this belief mine or is this belief somebody else's? So as you're exploring this question in whatever way works best for you, really think about why. If you attach your identity with you attach your identity with what you do for work, why? And more importantly, is that helpful for you? A lot of times, if we're not in the job that we want to be, or we are working, we have a job just to pay the bills and it's not something we really enjoy doing, that job title that we associate with our identity with can be detrimental, because there's this sense of inadequacy that can come from that. This sense of, well, I have an entry-level job or I have a low-level job. And that's how you can unintentionally start feeling about yourself. Like, well, I'm not that important. I just work. So a lot of times I'll hear that from people. Oh, I just work as fill in the blank. And those words and how you, especially if that's how you identify yourself, now you're using words like just, oh, I'm only, to identify who you are. And I hope you can see how detrimental that can be in your self-esteem and in your confidence. So I definitely encourage you to give yourself a little bit of grace as you're exploring this question. And if you do identify, with your job title very heavily, now could be the right time to start figuring out, well, do I want to continue to identify with my job title? Do I want my job title to mean something else? This journey is yours. How you view yourself is yours. No one can do that but you. No one can say who you are but you. And I really hope that you take some time to really evaluate where you are with this question and whatever feelings come through, whether those feelings are positive or whether they're a little less positive. Really trust those insights and dig into this question with grace and curiosity, not judgment. So as always, thank you so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you are listening to my words. And if this episode was helpful for you and you want to share this journey with someone you know, please share it. We are here on this planet to help each other. So if this episode was helpful, please share it. And until next time, take care.